Welcome to this week's edition of Virginia Voters Forum. Since the mainstream media sponsored a debate this week between the candidates they have decided should be the nominees for the U.S. Senate, George Allen and Tim Kaine, and excluded all the other candidates 6 months before a single vote is cast in party primaries, today's questions will be 3 of the many that were asked in that debate, with the answers I would have given. First, on debt and spending. Unlike Tim Kaine, who favors tax increases and supported every Obama policy as chairman of the Democratic National Committee, and George Allen, who voted repeatedly for massive new federal spending during his 6 years in the Senate, I would favor a strict limit on the size of the federal budget and would reform Medicare and its $70 trillion in unfunded liabilities by allowing future generations to redirect their Medicare taxes to their own retirement health savings accounts, thereby reducing our staggering national debt, our dependency on government, and improving the choice, quality, and cost of health care. Second, on Obamacare. Tim Kaine supports it. George Allen wants it repealed, but we can't replace something with nothing. The disaster of Obamacare, with its unconstitutional individual mandate, massive costs for future generations, and crippling burdens on the healthcare industry, must be replaced with true free market reforms, getting rid of those senseless barriers to buying insurance across state lines, a dramatic expansion of health savings accounts, hard-nosed tort reform, and cooperatives that allow small businesses to pool their resources. Only through the free market can we fix a healthcare system with no real competition and runaway costs. Third, does life begin at conception? Tim Kaine says essentially no. George Allen says he's pro-life with some apparent exceptions. I say the very first guarantee in the Declaration of Independence is the right to life. Absent that guarantee, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and the other guarantees and protections in America's defining document and the U.S. Constitution are meaningless. Can a nation be truly great if it does not protect the most innocent and defenseless among us? Can a nation be great without being good? These questions must be answered in the context of the more than 50 million abortions performed since Roe v. Wade. And so the rights of the born and unborn must therefore trump the legitimate argument that individuals must be allowed to make decisions regarding their own bodies. My fellow Virginians, it is time, beyond time, for us to unite behind one candidate who possesses intellect, skill, accomplishment, judgment, and the ability to communicate, the candidate who is the most principled, best represents your values, is not weighed down with political baggage, is in a sound financial position, and who can appeal enough to general election voters to defeat Tim Kaine next November. I hope you will agree that I am that candidate, and I ask for your support.